All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another trade recap. We're going to go over the trade that I took today. The loss for $530 across all three accounts. Very unfortunate loss. Could have been prevented. Just a little error in the brain. So coming into the charts this morning, right, we have this super bullish movement here in the 4 hour. Inverse all these gaps. Like, it's bound that we're going up. We know that we're going up. Pretty self-explanatory, right? We know that we're going up and that's going to happen. Now come on to here in the 15-minute off of market open. You can see that we come down, retest this 15-minute, also put in an SMT with these lows right here on ES. Then it looks like we're going to push back to the upside, right? Now, usually I don't enter off of 5-minute inverses, but today I did. Okay, the only reason being is because this 4 hour was really overextended, and it was kind of due for a little push down, a little retrace maybe into this gap for a continuation back up, right? So I'm thinking to myself, okay, we got to be safe, got to play it by probability, right? Not anything else. Play it by probability. So what did we end up doing? We pushed up. We had this 5-minute gap. That's the reason that I did not take this 30-second inversion that everybody else did right here, right? Everybody else took this 30-second inversion right here and then took longs off of that up to here. The reason I didn't do that was because I knew that there was a chance that we were going to push back down, right? There's definitely a chance that we're going to push back down off of this 5-minute gap right here, right? We could react off this gap and continue to go back down. Therefore, I am not thinking like, okay, I want to take the lowest time frame inversion possible, right? Because we still very well could push back down, right? So I was playing it safe, wanted to see the 5-minute inverse instead. So I told myself, okay, we're going to wait for the 5-minute inversion. If we get the 5-minute inversion, then I will enter, right? We ended up getting the 5-minute inversion. I entered off of here, and I was checking for my take profits, actually. I was sitting over here. It was on the live, and I have it recorded too, but I was checking for my take profits to see, like, okay, where could we target, looking at stuff like that. And we hit break even in like the first 10 seconds. And I wasn't paying attention. This was my point of break even. Should have moved stops to break even and did not, right? So that's a mistake on my part. And then obviously you can see that we ran back to the downside, unfortunately. So unfortunate loss. It's whatever, not that big of a deal. But it definitely could have been prevented. That's the one thing that I will tell you. And so that's why it's a little upsetting, little unfortunate, but it was still an amazing trade. Like, anybody who took this trade, fire trade, bro. Like, this is not on you at all, right? This is 50% range of this 15-minute leg, right? We're inside this 15-minute gap. We put in an SMT with ES inside of a gap, everything we needed to have that continuation back up. I just wanted highest confirmation possible, so I took the 5-minute inverse, right? Because we very well could have hit this 30-second inverse, then gone into this 5-minute gap, and then at that point, right, who knows? Maybe we could have reversed off of that. But there's no reason that this trade should have inversed this 5-minute and then gone straight back down. So nothing you can really do about that. Really unfortunate price action. I mean, like I said, it could have been prevented. 100% could have been prevented. And if you took the 30-second inversion, good shit. Because that would have been a crazy play. That would have been this right here. Stops at this point, probably stops right here. And then targeted this high up here, right? And you would have top ticked that move for a nice little 2.89R, right? So whatever you wanted to do, right, that was the play. But if you took the 30-second inversion, good stuff. Would have gone break even at this high. Looked good, right? But for me, for the way that I trade, I wanted that confirmation. I wanted that probability, that extra probability that we're going to continue up. I entered there, ended up getting stopped, or ended up hitting break even, right? So this theoretically should have been a break even trade. And it wasn't, because I wasn't paying attention. So just use that. Don't be like me. Pay attention to your trades instead of paying attention to your freaking take profits and all that bullshit, right? Pay attention to your trades and manage your position, because this is a loss that could have been prevented, could have been at $0 right now, and we would have been up more green on the week. We are still green on the week. Hopefully we'll get a little more back tomorrow, but not green by much, especially because of this loss here. So could have been prevented once again, but we're going to move on. We're going to continue to bang out trades. And yeah, we're going to be totally chill. And trade recap from today. We lost twice in a row. Unfortunately, that's what's happened the last 2 weeks. Is we put in a couple wins early on in the week, and then we lose twice in a row the last 2 weeks. This has been not a great trading month so far. I will be completely honest. This has not been a great month. This has been honestly my worst month ever so far. Actually, this has been my worst month ever, unfortunately. So it's all good. We're gonna move on. I know that it's all gonna come back. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, just got to keep that psychology in check. You're all good. Gonna move on to the next day. This price action looks gross now. But anyways, yeah, that's the trade recap from today. Like I said, not that big of a deal. A lot of people will probably stress over this loss and be like, oh, fucking boo-hoo, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, should have gone break even. That's my fault, so I have to live with that, right? And that's that, whatever. And that's the trade recap. So wrap it up. Catch you boys tomorrow if I take a trade. We'll see. Might just take the day off, to be completely honest. We'll see, but who knows. Anyways, that's going to be it from me. Catch you boys later. Peace out.